shed so many tears.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to... this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Jaguars are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Now Milton to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 32. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Trying again following the sack. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Milton back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Jaguars take over on his 11th interception of the campaign. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Milton. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down from the red zone. He's got a man left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, But those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Still sticking with the passing game. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Jaguars pull out in front further, 13-zip. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Lance. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, that's one you chalked up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is Lance. Finds him over the middle. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from the 41. To the air, Lance. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
This one finds Kelsey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. Watson with the catch. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Shotgun now on third down. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Broke through the tackle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's third down now.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing on third and long. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Milton now. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's low and bounces short of his man. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third down from the gun. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lance. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun here. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5. From the 41. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down, ball at the 36. Now it's Lance. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Second and 10 now. Finds the in route, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Browns a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from the gun. Cut near the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Milton to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Milton back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Here's Milton. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete to Dell. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Jaguars with 7 to go here on third down. Throwing now, Milton. He lets a heater go. Brought in inside the 20. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars boat racing them to the halftime locker room. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing his Lance. Hits his running back. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 36. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Shotgun now on third down. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Here's the snap on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing it again here. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They're going for this. And they won't do it. So that falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Milton now. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Throwing now from the gun. Dell's got it near the sideline. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They send a man in motion. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars get more points to end a lopsided first half. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. To the air, Lance. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Here's Lance now. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Milton. This one falls incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Milton. He puts some power on a deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To throw, Milton. He's got it to his running back. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He'll throw it yet again. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 37-yard line.
From the 37. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Working quickly here.
At the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
There's a give, left side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is Lance. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Now it's Lance. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to the well again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 23. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Third and long for him here. Finds Hyatt. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Lance. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Looking to throw Lance. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here's Lance. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Milton now. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he's tackled for a short gain. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Jaguars have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Milton back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Milton. Dell's got it near the sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing now, Milton. Finds him on the crossing route. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Jaguars continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5. Back to throw, it's Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. To the air, Lance. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Complete to Dell. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw, Milton. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be
and he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars continue adding to an insurmountable lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 1. Escapes out to the left. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Now Milton to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 21 at the 50-yard line.
Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Milton. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking to the air here. Has it in close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds his back complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Complete to Hyatt. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Watson with the catch. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talents, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make the defense pay.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hyatt with the grab. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing his Lance. Finds Hyatt. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Forced out to his right.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Milton now. That's complete to Pittman. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.